Stay tuned, everybody, because it's time for the Playin on Music Road podcast with your host, Fran, heard each week on this station. And now, here's Fran.
Well, welcome everyone. We are very happy to have today uh, Claudia Balla of Switzerland, who came all the way here to be playing on Music Row with us today. Thank you so much for speaking with us today, Claudia.
Hi, thank you so much for your invitation. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're quite welcome. When did you first find an interest in music?
Um, I don't even remember, but as far as I can remember, uh, I think I was like 5 and I started to play a small digital piano and to come up with tunes and to to mess around with the instrument. And I started to take lessons when I was 7 and piano lessons. And then I started writing songs when I was 8, and I haven't stopped ever since.
Okay. Um, well, let me ask this question. Are there any like writers or artists that have kind of influenced your sound?
Well, in the beginning, or like for a very long time, I was like in the classical music um like scene, and so because I did like classical piano and classical voice, so I was pretty much influenced, I think, by the music I learned. And like, so I could say like Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, or Tchaikovsky. Not too like there's no comparison here. So my work has never been like close to any of their, even of their earliest pieces, but it's been a huge influence, like classical music. And I suppose even when I sing, you can sort of like hear that, that maybe that little classical training in my voice. And I like really, my songs, I think, are pretty much like really structured, and I like try to follow like, yeah, it's traditional, I think. So I'm not like the biggest innovator like in music. So it's pretty much because I grew up listening to old kind of music. But I was like a teenager when I got more in touch with pop music, like Avril Lavigne and things like that. It's like a huge inspiration for me, and Michelle Branch, and I kept on, listening to their first albums. I was like such a fan, and so it really did inspire me later on when I was a teen to write my like real pop songs and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you have any people or an organization that's helping you promote your music?
Organizations not well, there've been really lovely people like all around the world who invited me on their shows and stuff, but it's been radios and things like that. I really appreciate that. And you yourself, you've invited me. It's just like really, really, really awesome. So thank you so much.
Okay. Where do you find you get your ideas for your songs that you write?
Um, Great question. I think, they just, come and go. Sometimes it's a back picture, sometimes like, like a scene of, like, you just like this, you see a scene in front of yourself. Sometimes it's like a sentence or a phrase, or sometimes it's like, there's this urge, this feeling you feel down on your backbone, that that's, or like behind the back of your head, this urge that you just really have to sit down and start writing, because there's something hiding behind there. And then it just, if it's the right moment, then in it, there's a song that unfurls.
Okay. Well, how would you describe the sound of your music? I mean, the genres, etc. Will you fit?
um well, I think I mean, I haven't really found my genre yet. I mean, I like, sometimes they say that I change them as like people who change their clothes or their haircut. But I like experimenting, and I really like the freedom that there's so many possibilities in music. Like, you can try everything and anything. And so I've done from like jazz to, it's like, yes, I started classical and I did jazz and I did pop rock, electro, dance, even country. And so, yeah, so I just can't really pigeonhole myself. I don't know. I like trying everything, and we'll see what fits me the best.
Okay. Well, we're going to be playing your video for your song Running. Can you give us a little bit of background on that song and maybe the production of the video?
Yes, thank you. Well, that song is from my latest album, which is called Alice. The album itself is very much like a reference to Alice in Wonderland. And they're like, on the record, there are 3 songs which pretty much tell a love story. These songs are In My Head, Baby, and Running. And visually, what we did was that we shot 3 videos, but with the same team, the same actors. And if we like watch them one after another, like in this or In My Head, Baby, Running, we see like this whole story in front of us for like 10 minutes. This is this love story, and the last chapter of it, like the last act of this piece is Running. It's where visually we see this huge beautiful forest, and which pretty much represents love. So in the beginning of the song, there are like a couple of references, nature metaphors, like the forest, like, you know, being in the meadow, walking in the grass, and like as if it's broken glass. And then we're like the classic cliche, the tree trunks and their names, and yeah, it's pretty much that.
Okay. We're going to play that video right now. Okay. Why don't we do that?
Running through the forest, can we make it out alive? Will we reach the hilltop? Could I ever scream out loud? Trying to find a reason as the circles in the grass. Another dry season, now we walk on shattered glass. 'Cause it's always been about you. Girl, I'll make it all about you. Now I'm running, running, running. Now I'm running, running away. You will never, never, never catch me, 'cause you never got me. We carved our names into tree trunks. Was it true or plain pretend? We could have built a castle. We've got nothing to defend, 'cause it's always been about you. You make it all about you. Now I'm running, running, running. Now I'm running, running away. You will never, never, never catch me, 'cause you never got me. Call my name, call me Alice, 'cause I'm lost in your wonderland. Say my name is Alice. Show the way to another land. Where's the way out? 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 That's the way out. That's the way out. I'm running, running, running. Now I'm running, running away. You will never, never, never catch me, 'cause you never 'cause you never left me.
Well, great. Where actually did that take place? The video.
Oh, video was shot. It was filmed in.
Okay. Will you be performing in support of your songs here? Do you tour?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I mean, do you
Connection
tour?
is
Will you be
bad.
performing or do you tour?
Not right now. No, 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 no. It's been a while. I haven't been doing any shows. I think my last show was before COVID, and I haven't really picked anything up yet. So yeah, I was mostly writing, but I'm planning on doing more shows probably next year. So it's time.
Okay, okay. Well, you have a new release called "In My Head." Can you give us a little bit of the background of that song, and we will actually be playing it after you.
Yeah, as I've said like a couple of minutes back, there are this triangle of songs, this triad. It's one of them. The love story is in my head, and that was chapter one. And if in visually in the video, I really like that one because we see like this lady who pretty much going under her bed. She like with crawling on her bed, she gets into this wonderland, this magic world where she becomes a child, and she connects with her past, her inner child, and then that's where there be this tea party with the Hatter and all, classical, this emblematic scene takes place, and there she finds the love of her life, and she brings this guy into her reality. That's pretty much the end of the story. But it's actually a classical love song, but like in lyrics wise, you're gonna listen to a breakup song, but at the same time, in visually, this is the beginning of a love story.
Okay. Now here's "In My Head" by Claudia Balla.
One, two, good looking at me. 3, 4, there's nothing to see. 5, 6, you played your tricks. I stand my ground if you throw more bricks. 1, 2, you never loved me. 3, 4, you can't use me. 5, 6, pick up your sticks. I light a fire to burn you. In my head, you're in my head. Get out of my bed, get out of my head. Never come back in my head. In my head, you made me look bad, you made me so mad. Never come back in my head. Never come back. 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 Never come back in my head. 1, 2, soon became 3. 3, 4, then you set yourself free. 5, 6, you got your fix. Now you'll never feel my lips. 1, 2, you never did see. 3, 4, what we could be. 5, 6, you sung that shit, 'cause you lost yourself when you lost me. In my head, you're in my head. Get out of my bed, get out of my head. Never come back in my head. In my head, you made me look bad, you made me so mad. Never come back in my head. Never come back. Never come back. Never come come back in my head. You're in my head. Get out of my bed, get out of my head. Never come back in my head. In my head. You made me look bad, you made me so mad. Never come back in my head.
Well, great. Basically, so do you have any plans for your music career? I mean, will you be going more into the studio before you go on tour, maybe next year?
Oh yes, I've just been to the studio. Actually, I've finished a new project. So, and I've got something else already lined up. So yes, I think there are going to be more releases soon, or like in the second half of the year, I hope.
Okay. How can our listening audience find out more about Claudia Balla? Maybe check out your music and find out if you end up touring where you will be.
Well, I think it's just, write my name. I have a website, www.claudiaballa.com, and I think they're like everything is pretty much visible there. If somebody takes the time, that's really nice of them. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I mean, it's great music you have here. Well, we
Thank
got
you
a
so
lot of
much.
questions. Is there anything that I haven't asked, maybe that you would like to tell the listening audience?
Oh, there would be so many things. I mean, well, that everybody should, follow their dreams and be good to each other, and let's live in peace, love, and harmony.
Oh, okay. Well, before we go, what I'd like to do is just have a little bit of an announcement for some people. And what I want to show them is there is a website which has a lot of information about the music business, and there's free videos on there, 60 free videos that were created by Keith Bradford, and that's on playingthemusicbusiness.com. I think it would be interesting to people who are interested in the music business. You can find out a lot of good information from that website. So I just wanted to point that out. And I want to thank you, Claudia Balla, for playing on Music Row today. I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. It was really, really nice. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.